guys, let's talk about offline events. So offline events, we've briefly mentioned before, they're one of the more, or they're one of the less well-known Facebook tools as far as, kind of advanced advertising, but they're incredibly useful and they're incredibly underutilized. So what an offline conversion basically means, guys, is if we get purchases, for example. So once we have purchases, we'll have the person's name, we'll have their address, we'll have a lot of information about them that Facebook also has. So what we can do is we can the overall purpose of offline conversions is to give Facebook as much data as possible about our purchasers, like their name, address, everything we know about them, and then Facebook will just pool this in their incredible stores of data, and they'll say, okay, well, the pixel can get smarter. My pixel can get smarter because I'm feeding my pixel a bunch of examples of people who've purchased and all this information about them. So if Kevin David has purchased from my store, Facebook can say, okay, well, if Kevin David's purchased, he's 28, he's a male, he lives in Denver, Colorado, right? We know all this information about him. He has XYZ amount of dollars, right? Maybe he did or did not go to college. Facebook has an unbelievable, trust me, an unbelievable amount of data about all of us. And so if they say, okay, well, if Kevin David purchased, if you're telling the pixel that, then the pixel gets a little bit smarter and it says, okay, well, then that helps me narrow down who else I should show this ad to so that they will actually purchase too. And so what we're going to do is we're going to download the example. Okay, so how we actually got here was all tools and then offline events. And so we're here right now, and what we're going to do is download this example CSV file, which I have right here. And so this is basically just email, phone number, first name, last name, zip code, country, state, country, date of birth. It has some of the, it has different examples of what you can actually input. So you can either input like a full date or just a year. It has purchase, event time, value, currency. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Shopify and we're going to come to our orders section. And so we only have one order just because it was a test order, but it's going to be exactly the same whether you have one order or a million orders because it's going to format the same. And we're going to export it. And then once we export it, it's going to look like this. So the actual kind of column headers are not necessarily going to match, but that's why Facebook gives us this example file. So what we're going to do is we're just going to erase what Facebook has here. We're going to take out some of the ones we don't need. And then we're going to start populating it. So this is the email. Do we have a phone number? I don't believe we do. Yeah, so we don't have a phone number. So that's blank, so we're not going to input this one. First name. Well, I know what my first name is, but it actually has it under billing name. So we're going to put Kevin and my real last name. And then we're going to put the zip code of Denver, Colorado. And guys, we're just going to follow it along. So we know Denver, Colorado. We know that it's in, the country is in the USA. We know it's in Colorado. We can actually erase one of these and just do country and put United States. And we're just going to continue to just copy and paste, exactly what we can from Shopify into here. The more data variables we add, the better. And so one important thing that we want to do is under event name, we're going to put purchase because this is what we want to actually optimize for. And so the last two things that we actually need to include for offline events are the event time, so the time of the purchase. This is really important to Facebook because they want to make sure that they're optimizing your offline events for recent activity. So if you had a purchase from 2 years ago, it would be much harder to optimize for people who are most likely to purchase now unless you included the event time. So we need the event name, which is purchase. We need the event time, and we need the value in currency. And just a note here, guys, the event time has to be within the last 48 hours. So today is November 9th. And so I updated it just to be the 9th instead of the 7th, just so we can actually kind of demonstrate how it should work. But what the purpose of this from Facebook's perspective is they want it to be as current of data as possible. So they really only want you to upload events within 48 hours of them occurring so that they can really, really season your pixel and give the most accurate, up-to-date information to really optimize your conversion campaigns. Because Facebook wants these to work for you so you continue to spend more money. If you're going to spend money and it's like not working, you're not getting purchases, you're not getting conversions, you're actually going to spend far less than if it is working and you are getting conversions because you'll continue to pour money into it if you're making more than you're spending. And so it has to be within the last 48 hours. Value has to be the USD. This is if it's in USD, this is the amount that the customer pays. So if they paid $19.95, it would be $19.95. It's not the cost for yourself. And then currency. So we're gonna save this, and we are going to open up offline conversion. So we're gonna upload offline events here. We're gonna select the file and choose the one that we just made. And we're going to go to next map the data. And so it's going to, allow you to tag some stuff here. It's going to show you, that you got email, first name, last name, all of this stuff, right? That you include the customer details, the event time, so it's, current, and the event details, such as, purchases, so that Facebook knows, what you're trying to seize in your pixel and give your pixel the most information concerning what conversion. So next we're going to review it. We've checked one row in your file, 100% accepted, 100% matched. If you have any mistakes, Facebook will tell you, and you can just go and fix what you need to. And so then the last thing we're going to do is start upload, guys. And so once we start our upload, it's going to upload it. Obviously, we only had one result here, but you can do 1,000, and it's just exactly the same. And so what this is going to do is it's actually going to season your pixel and give your pixel, a lot of information directly uploaded into it, so that Facebook can use its unbelievably complex and beautifully designed algorithms to make you more money and serve your ad only to people who are more likely to purchase according to Facebook's data. So I hope that helped, guys. That's offline conversion. That's kind of the very quick summary of it. It's one of the most complicated portions of Facebook advertising, and this is a Shopify course. But as always, I want to kind of go above and beyond and give you way more than just what you might have expected. So I hope that helped, guys, and let's see you on the next one.